doesn't know any of the words. Definitely not. Garth Brooks is back and he's solidifying his Irish love affair with 5 gigs at Croke Park.
Now, I had the opportunity to chat to Garth last year when he came into Dublin to announce the tour, and we talked about his special relationship with Ireland. Let's have a look. What is it about Ireland and what is it about this venue here that is so special for you? Can you put it in a few words?
No, I wish, and I sure as hell can't explain it. Because in this business, man, there are people younger, more talented, beautiful, sing better. But for some reason, man, they've always let this guy feel like he was somebody here. And it's crazy. It's nuts because you can only explain it if you're standing up there. People sing along with other artists. I get that.
Yeah.
But these people breathe the same way you do. They take on your accent when they sing a song. Yeah. It's like it's heaven for Garth Brooks to get to play here.
Listen, growing up in Monaghan, Garth Brooks was everything. But where is this affiliation with Ireland and Garth Brooks? Where's it come from?
It's a really interesting question, Tommy, and I've been asking people that all week, talking to super fans and that people who've been coming over for years for this, but I think it's just something to do with the music. Irish people, they've always loved country music, and there's something about Garth's songs in particular that really speaks to them. When he performed here in the Point Theatre, it was at the time, now the Three Arena in 1994, it was supposed to be one of the most magical shows, and then 3 years later he takes the stage in Croke Park, and that 1997 gig has just stayed in people's memories as one of the best shows ever. It was the time when he really brought country music into the mainstream. He puts on a show. Yeah. That's why people love him so much. And also there's no airs and graces about Garth, whether it's fabricated or genuine. He has a really authentic sense about him. And he's also a storyteller. And as Irish people, we love hearing stories, and that's what his songs essentially are, It
really is. Stories. And when you say that, I've interviewed him twice now, and I just always got the sense that he was actually genuine, had a genuine love for this country. And Fiona, I mean, it's more of a rural thing than a Dublin thing, big time, isn't it? Because look at these stats. There's 26,000 people coming from Tyrone alone. There's 18,000 coming from Monaghan.
There's
only 60,000 people in Monaghan and 18,000 are going. I mean, it's a literally turn off the lights when you're leaving.
So it is. It's what is it with the country people that got that such a fan base?
Do you know what? I think you'd need to be an anthropologist to figure that out. But if you consider that what we used to call back in the day country and Irish music, your big toms, your show bands, were always very popular, particularly around the border regions, in the Midlands. Not so much, and I'm kind of guessing here, but you're probably not getting a huge number of people coming from Kerry and Galway and Sligo. It tends to be the heartland of the country. And I think that's always been very popular, jiving. I've never met anyone from Dublin who can jive. But everyone in the country.
You have now, Fiona, you have now.
Show us, Mel. Come on, we want to do it.
Every wedding in the heartlands like that, of course, I mean, it takes such pride in it.
Yeah, absolutely.
And dances and everything else. It must be something about that sort of area.
I think that's where it started. And then Garth I suppose, is the first American artist to be embraced within that culture. And, in a way, it was we're in the modern era. Those bands have kind of passed. Their time has come. What's coming in their place? We want pop music, we want international music, but we still want that country thing.
It's starting tomorrow night, 5 gigs. The stats on this are just phenomenal, aren't they? And they're saying that he's built a stage specially for Croke Park.
Exactly, yeah. I mean, it's been described as the biggest cultural event ever staged in Ireland. 400,000 people over the course of the 5 concerts. Like Tommy said, there'll be no one left in Monaghan at this stage.
That's our own.
And he has made the stage specifically for these Croke Park gigs. And as we all know, Croke is very specific shape. It's a very revered venue in the first place. So he's flying bits of the stage over from America, but there's also been speculation, what happened to the stage that he built for the 2014 concerts? Did that just go into storage, waiting for this very moment 8 years later. So that could well be the case as well. It's going to be a spectacular show. They've kept the stage very tightly under wraps. There was a press conference there on Monday morning. They were given absolutely
nothing away.
But for him, I think it's going to be a very, very significant moment, and for all his fans.